What's going on YouTube? Jmillerspeaksout here, back at you guys with another video. I'm your host, Jay Miller. So there has been an update about the whole saga of the young kid that was killed in Chicago by the name of Tyshawn Lee. Apparently his father, Pierre Stokes, has been arrested in the shooting of 3 in retaliation of trying to get back at the people who killed his son. I believe that one of the victims that he shot was the girlfriend of one of the alleged shooters of his son. I'm going to go ahead and roll this video footage for you guys to see, and then I'll be back with the rest of my commentary to let you guys know exactly what I think about it.
In other news, the father of 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee is in custody tonight, charged in a triple shooting that happened last Tuesday on the South Side. WGN's Tyshawn Bradley is at police headquarters with details. Tyshawn?
Bob, good evening. Police say the cycle of violence continues. On Friday, they picked up Pierre Stokes, and he was charged with shooting the girlfriend of a man who was accused of murdering his 9-year-old boy. Another twist in the awful Tyshawn Lee saga. The boy's father, Pierre Stokes, has been arrested and charged in connection with a shooting last Tuesday. It appears it was a retaliatory hit. 2 men and a woman injured here in the 7900 block of South Ashland Avenue. Law enforcement sources say the woman is the girlfriend of Corey Morgan, who is awaiting trial in connection with 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee's murder. The gunfire erupted the same day prosecutors accused Dwight Boone Dowdy of bragging to a fellow inmate about the November 2nd execution of Lee. Authorities say the 4th grader was lured into an alley and murdered, a casualty of a gang war. Stokes is charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery with a firearm and 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. In a statement, Chicago police said Mr. Stokes, who was involved in a gang lifestyle, ultimately suffered an unspeakable loss with the calculated execution of his son. Despite this, he continued to engage in the same gang activity that started this initial cycle of violence. And police say these targeted strikes show the challenge confronting them. Stokes is expected in bond court tomorrow. We're live tonight at police headquarters on the South Side. Tyshawn Bradley, WGN News.
Thank you.
So here's my thoughts upon this whole situation. First of all, Pierre Stokes, Tyshawn Lee's father, I believe that this dude was basically about a line, because if you guys remember, he was in the news acting like, he didn't know what was going on, pretending like he wasn't a part of no gang ties, and basically this dude was lying the whole time. He was a part of a gang, and I knew that from the get-go that he was a part of a gang, and him being involved in this gang cost his son his life. A lot of you cats up out there that's up on the streets, you think that you can just do whatever you want to do, and you think that nobody's life is affected. But you know what though, instead of being a man, instead of stepping up and to the plate and doing what he have to do, leaving his gang life alone and worry about taking care of his son, raising his son the right way, he was out there thugging and bugging basically, and him being caught up in his gang life cost his own son his life. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest here. You know what, most parents, let's be honest here. Most parents would feel like doing something to anybody who sit there and took the life of their kid. I don't know what I would do if somebody took the life of my son. You know what? Because if somebody took the life of my son, I'm going to feel a certain type of way also. Just like I'm sure that you would if somebody took the life of your daughter or your son, or just in general one of your kids, even one of your family members. People feel a certain type of way. So I can't sit there and blame him for that. But you know what though? I feel that, if he wasn't up in his gang culture and his gang life and sitting up there trying to do the right thing by trying to raise his son the right way, this would have never happened to his son. And you know what though, even looking back at the mother's interviews with the media, it just seems like she had like some type of crocodile tears too, and there she did some questionable things from what I understand with the GoFundMe money when it was supposed to be going to this boy's funeral to help bury this boy. But this is the type of stuff that be going on, and this is sit there and teach people a lesson. Now, in my own personal opinion, this right here, I have to ask this question. There's a lot of young black women or young black men and just young people in general that live in the inner city, you seem to be attracted to these type of, people. In my own personal opinion, thugs and hood rats go hand in hand. But you know what though, if you're a parent at home and you don't want your kids, dating these type of people, either these type of thugs or these type of hood rats, you know what though, you need to be up in your son's head showing them, how to date somebody decent. And in my own personal opinion, a lot of you women, you sit there, you go for these cats. You sit there and go for these cats, man, that sit there up there living this type of lifestyle. And a lot of y'all don't really realize that if you dating somebody that's involved in this type of lifestyle, it could cost you your life or your son's. I remember doing a video about last year where this girl basically ended up losing her own lifestyle. Why? Because she was messing with some doggone thug just like this dude is. So now this dude's life is gone pretty much, and his son's life is gone. And this dude is trapped up in the system. You know what I mean? Now this could have been dudes out. This could have been dude's wake-up call to sit there and say, you know what, I'm getting up out of this gang life because it cost him his son's life. And I know in the back of his head, it's eating him up. But it just sit there and show you also the savagery and the savage behavior a lot of these cats that's up on the streets. Here you have one of the alleged shooters of his son in jail bragging about it though. You know what I'm saying? Up there saying no remorse, bragging about killing a young boy. So it sits there and show you that a lot of these fools out here that's up in the streets, a lot of these fools have, they practice this savage behavior with no remorse. Think about it. How could you sit there and be going ahead and bragging about killing a young boy? It meant so much that, they wanted to get back at this dude for retaliation that they was willing to take his son's life. You guys let me know what you guys think about this situation. Till next time, subscribe, peace out, and have a good one. Peace.